Welcome to South Florida Saltwater Fishing. I'm Heath and it's Tips and Tricks Thursday. In this Tips and Tricks episode, I'm going to go over how to properly measure a stone crab claw, and then I'm going to show you the easiest, safest way to remove it without harming yourself or the crab. Before we get into this though, if you want to learn more about fishing, grow as an angler, or just see some great and exciting offshore fishing adventures, you can start by hitting the subscribe button. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss a thing. I want to talk about stone crabs and FWC regulations. The regulations change, not every year, but every so often as the fishery changes. They want to make sure that it's a healthy fishery. The population is good and growing. They don't want it to become scarce and make it so that it's not fun for both recreational fishermen and productive for commercial fishermen. The 2020 and 2021 stone crab season, there's been a change in size regulation. It's gone up by 1/8 of an inch. Legal stone crab claws must now be 2 7/8 of an inch from the bottom of the first joint to the end of the movable part of the claw. So if you want to measure a stone crab claw, you put it down here on the bottom of the knuckle. You see how we are about 1/4 of an inch, just barely long enough. This claw is a keeper. This claw is about 1/8 of an inch short. So that claw is good. To safely remove the stone crab claw, what you got to do is there's a membrane in here in his second joint. Once you stick the knife into that membrane, right in there, it will disable the claw and it'll become weak. It won't even work anymore. Again, you take your knife, you insert it into the membrane. As soon as you insert it in your membrane, you see how his claw comes numb, and you just wiggle it around until it pops off. You do this like this, you are not hurting the crab at all. His elbow is still intact. This is a stone crab's natural defense mechanism. It's what they do when predators are attacking them. They actually take their other claw and they stick it in there and they break it off themselves. That way they don't get killed. All right, so there you have it. That is how you properly measure a stone crab claw to see if it's legal, and that is how you properly remove the claw from the thorax. That shoulder part has to still be there, otherwise you've done damage to the crab that he cannot recover from. All right, folks, that about does it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you had fun, I hope you learned a little bit about measuring and harvesting the stone crab claw. Till next time, South Florida saltwater fishing, going wherever the cool wind takes us.